Decepticons, attack!
Hello and welcome. Today we are in the tier 10 Decepticon, the Messenger of Oblivion, which is really just a skin for the German battleship Großer Kurfürst. By the way, look at that amazing sun. Doesn't this look pretty? This truly looks amazing. I'm really trying to hide the fact that I don't really know anything about Transformers. My knowledge about it is limited to whatever the movies showed us. But we are in a match on the map Sleeping Giant, and it is technically a tier 10 battle. But there are a lot of tier 8 ships, such as that Hipper over there, or that Vladivostok, or this Talon, or that Harekaze, or that Asashio, that... oh my god, there's an Asashio on this side of the map. I guess we're just gonna turn around and leave, because I don't want to entangle myself with an Asashio. Oof! That Hipper just got oofed. 20k lost. 20k lost in the first 2 minutes. That's, without Citadel even. And let's see, maybe we can catch the Hipper again. But by the way, there's actually a robot sitting on the, at the turrets, on the second turret. He actually guides the shells. That's why my aim is so good. If you have this skin, it improves your aim. Look at him. Look, he's so concentrated. And now, he fired and it's time to hit the turret for some reason. I don't know.
Enemy cruiser foundered. I've ripped out his back.
But it gave us the first blood on that Hipper, so I guess it works, right? We're less than 3 minutes in and we've already sunk an enemy cruiser. But we do need to leave now, because an Asashio has 20km torpedoes that are very difficult to spot and they deal a lot of damage to battleships. Right now my position is actually pretty good. There's a Harekaze over there who is going to spot any torps that the Asashio might have fired, or at least give us a clue if torpedoes are passing by her. So I'm gonna turn around and simply start leaving. If Yamagi and Odin on my side here wish to stay, more power to them, but I'm going towards the middle, because this is a very bad spot. I can't push up in a GK. I might have Hydro, but that's not gonna save me from the mess of torpedoes. I'm just trading shots while I'm doing this with that Vladivostok. Well, I guess we're not technically trading them. We're just shooting, and Vladivostok is trying to run away. Oh, the enemy Thunder is actually coming over here. Maybe I can, when leaving, I can get closer to that Thundra. Or actually, I guess I can just use my scout plane and fire at her. Let's wait for my reload to finish. Oh, Thundra disappeared. Good thing I didn't launch the plane yet. Come on, Thundra. Oh, there she is. Let's line up all the turrets. And launch the plane. Oh, she's actually standing still. I expect she's gonna accelerate, so I'm gonna lead slightly. Because why would she stand still, right? She would potentially take so much damage. Oh, wait. I think she might be reversing. Or perhaps it just took her longer to accelerate. Regardless, we only got 3 over penetrations. We did land 4 shells, though. I think she might be firing. Oh! She actually kept reversing. But I think she's gonna stop reversing now. Yeah, looks like it. So let's aim slightly towards the middle, where she will likely stop, and just keep going. I'm gonna be behind the island, so I don't need to worry too much about return fire, I think. Oh! Okay, never mind. I thought I might have done a lot of damage since we hit 3 penetrations and 2 overpens, but no. The damage counter only went up by like 4,000 or 5,000, so that was less than I expected. Oh, a Baltimore! Hello! Broadside even. Okay, those last shells might have been blocked by the island. Maybe not though. We'll have to see. Oh yeah, island's gonna be in the way. Unfortunate, I might have been able to sink her if I had fired just slightly earlier on the rear turrets. But we are away from the Asashio at this point. Oh, Asashio is actually going middle too. That's not so good. But I guess there wouldn't have been much point in pushing on that edge of the map anyway, because, I mean, Amagi and Odin are already pushing over there, so me being with them as a GK wouldn't help us too much, right? Because we would have 3 battleships in one spot on the edge of the map. That just doesn't make any sense. I would rather fight this North Carolina over here, or maybe even Yamagi. I mean, if I get slightly closer, I will actually get into... Oh, never mind. I was hoping that the NC would keep coming closer and we could end up in a secondary duel, and by secondary duel I mean my secondaries would fire and the NC would just take damage, but unfortunately she foresaw that issue and started sailing away. That Amagi might be coming closer though, but I think I can't actually enter the middle portion of the cap. There's a DD over there and that makes it a very dangerous proposition. Yasasha has been taken out, well done by our Harakaze, I expect at least. Maybe Talon helped. Oh, NC is within secondary range, maybe? Secondaries, let's go. Oh, Amagi is definitely within secondary range for about 15 seconds. But I definitely cannot enter here. It would be just risking my ship for very little in return, considering there's Shimakaze and Kleber in the middle there. Yeah, we can already see the Shima Torps coming. Better make sure I dodge them. And there's a Petropavlovsk actually coming up from the western flank, so I might as well go head over there and just annoy her with my secondaries. That's actually something that Petropavlovsk does struggle with. GKs are very good against Petros because you can't citadel a GK properly, at least not easily as a Petro, and the secondaries of the GK will simply eat away at the Petro slowly but surely, and eventually the Petro simply goes down. You know, the fires and all of that combined. This is actually something I really dislike when I am in the Petro, but I guess today we are on the other end. We are the GK that will absolutely ruin this Petro's day, because she really can't punish us much. I mean, sure, she can get pens on us if we show broadside and all of that, but the secondaries and the main batteries will simply add up faster than the Petro's main guns will do anything significant to my ship. I think I might have aimed a bit low. Regardless, the plan is to try to deal with the Petra and then just keep heading over to the... Oh, oof, 20k! I think Petra's kinda had it at this point. Yeah, she's gonna hit me. Let's see, 83k HP. Oh no, she did 5,000 damage to me. What will I ever do? Oh, she gets to fire again. Okay, now she did a good 12k, but Petra's kinda had it. You only have 2k HP, Petra. Goodbye.
Enemy cruiser destroyed. Pathetic.
Okay, where is that Shimakaze? Oh, the Shimakaze has headed over to the eastern side to block the Amagi and Odin that we're pushing. That's really good for me, because now I can do whatever I want, because a Kleber obviously is not going to come and try to torp me, right? Because it's possible, but it's mostly throwing her ship away, because I can always just start turning away, and it's going to be very, very difficult for a Kleber to actually do this, because the secondaries are simply too dangerous, and if I am sailing away, Kleber has to get really, really close for that, and then secondary damage just keeps adding up and up and up. It makes much, much more sense for the Kleber to just stay back and, I don't know, use her guns or just find a different target. Something that can't hurt her quite as much as a GK can, at least at close range. Okay, that missed. I guess I'm gonna be sailing in a straight line now for a little bit. The aim is to go for the Baltimore in the A-cap, and then perhaps head into the A-cap. But I do need to slightly worry about that Kleber if I go into the A-cap, because if the Kleber comes into the A-cap as well, that would be a very dangerous position for me. Kleber could easily YOLO me in that kind of a situation, you know, using the islands to get close and all of that. So we'll have to see what the Kleber does, whether we actually go into the A-cap. But we should at least be able to deal with the Baltimore in the A-cap, so that should be something. I'm gonna use Hydra here in a little bit to find out where the Baltimore isn't exactly in that A-cap. You know, maybe... Oh, she's exactly in that same position as she was before. With her 6k HP, yeah, she's kinda had it. The moment I come around the island, that Baltimore's gone. I have a UAN coming with me, so I'm not actually as worried about the Kleber anymore. But looking at where the Kleber was, I have a choice to make. Do I go into the A cap or do I keep going and, you know, pass by the A cap? Because if Kleber went north, then going over there is a bad idea. If Kleber went into the A cap, then going north is a good idea. But first, goodbye, Baltimore. Only one turret necessary.
We've destroyed an enemy cruiser. I could not have
Yeah, I'm gonna
to end otherwise.
I'm gonna pass by the A cap. I'm gonna leave the cap for the Yueyang, because she should be able to deal with it more easily. It's better for me to take the safe... Oh, there's the Kleber? Okay. I guess I can't really help the Yueyang much. But on the other hand, this does keep my ship safe. I do take one salvo, but I don't think that's gonna help the Yueyang enough. I'm not sure if the Yueyang could potentially outfight the Kleber at this point. So perhaps we just won't have the A cap, but that's okay. We already have 2 cap zones. So it's not the end of the world, and technically we are ahead in the point sticker by exactly 1 point. Look, 696 to 695, and we tick at the same time. The plan here is to just chase the Amage, hopefully with secondaries, and perhaps engage with the Richelieu that's north of us. The Richelieu right over there. But she's actually out of range right now, and I don't think it makes sense to launch a plane for that. Especially since I'm invisible, you know, the enemy doesn't exactly know what I'm doing. Perhaps I've turned my ship around or something like that. You never know. Ooh, and that's a... I guess it's not exactly a broadsiding North Carolina, but she is angled in a way where I should be able to get citadels. Come on, NC. Oof, another 20k. No citadels actually, but still 20,000 damage. We landed 8 of those shells out of 12. Secondaries are opening up on the Amagi, and I'm gonna just continue getting closer. I should also be able to enter secondary range of the NC soon, because she is showing me side. Amagi will get out of the secondary range, however, there's an island in front of the Amagi, so she will have to show me broadside or run aground at some point. And then the main battery should be able to deal with her. Okay, high caliber. Excellent. You already have high caliber. Actually, I guess it's not technically already, since there's only 5 minutes left in this match. Oh, my secondary talent activated on Günther Lutiens. Excellent. And Amagi has to show side now, because she simply ran out of ocean into an island. And this should actually be all she wrote.
5 minutes.
Goodbye, Amagi.
Enemy battleship sunk.
Ooh.
I'll crush them all with my bare hands.
Ooh, NC close range, 6 kilometers. This means that if she actually angles against me, the secondary should get a huge amount of damage, because the secondaries will hit the 32mm bow, and they will be able to penetrate it. Look at the damage! I only did 7k with the main batteries, but look at the NC's HP. 23k, 21k, 20k, 19k, 17k, 15k, 13k, 10k, 8k, 7k, come on, 6k, and that's goodbye for the NC.
Battleship destroyed. Power flows to the one who knows how.
And that's a Kraken unleashed. Now it's time to fight this Richelieu, but I expect the Richelieu will simply sail away. I can see that the Thunder is capping the decap, and in terms of points it's a 3 versus 3, we are behind by 40 points, which means that I am going to stay in this cap and I'm gonna launch a scout plane, and maybe hope that the scout plane actually spots the Thunderer, because if that happens I might be able to decap her with my secondaries or maybe even the main guns. I don't really worry about my ship at this point anymore. The only thing that can really kill me is if Kleber manages to YOLO me. You know, Thunderer really can't do anything, and neither can Richelieu. Ooh, and we spotted her! I think we might be able to get the decap here. Yes! This means that the decap stays on our side. And the Thunderer simply cannot actually take that cap zone. Whereas I only have to wait 15 more seconds and I will take this cap. Thunderer for sure doesn't have a scout plane. I don't remember if Richelieu has one. But even if they spot at this point with the plane, it'll be too late, right? They can't decap me anymore. And this puts us squarely ahead at this point. Because even if they take the decap now... Oh, and there's the Kleber. Oh, within secondary range. Go, Yueyang. Unless Yueyang gets torped. Oh, Kleber ran aground. I think you're screwed, Kleber. Goodbye. Only one shell there. Come on, secondaries. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Secondaries, please, do it. Aw, Yueyang got her. That's okay, though. We've already sunk a few ships this game. It'll be fine. But now Yueyang gets to enter the A cap and easily take it, and we're already ahead by points. The game has been settled. But I can do more damage. I'm gonna go after the Thunderer here. Because I don't think I can catch up with the Richelieu. And what happens if the Richelieu tries to, I don't know, stay between the islands or something? Our side is fine because Richelieu is fighting at Des Moines. And Des Moines can bounce the 380s. Oh, Thunderer broadside! Goodbye, Thunderer. Oof! Both ways even. I took a lot of damage, she took a lot of damage, but her citadel is vulnerable, whereas mine wasn't. And now it is simply the Richelieu left. Time to go around the island and hope for the best. But the reason Des Moines can fight the Richelieu is that Des Moines has 27mm bow armor and the Richelieu has 380mm guns. Which means that she cannot overmatch them. Come on, can the shells arrive in time? Aw, we won by points. If only I had fired 2 seconds earlier, I would have been able to deal extra damage and perhaps even sink the Richelieu. But it'll be fine. We already did 276k damage, we sank 6 ships. Confederate, Kraken, High Caliber, First Blood, I mean, what more could you want? 242 secondary hits. I guess Decepticons are pretty powerful, huh? Power flows to those that can command it, or whatever she said. He said. 2600 base XP though, that's a pretty good result. I think I did my part this game. By the way, I actually sat down and was like, I guess I should try to use these skins and get some kind of matches with them. First match I played, this was it. This was literally my first match with the Transformer skins. And already it was so amazing that I think I'm unlikely to beat it for quite a while. So let's go over the commander skills and upgrades. It's the same secondary build that I've used before. So, oh, there's Megatron. Didn't know he was a commander. He's at 11 points though, which is weird. Anyway, priority target, expert marksman, superintendent, concealment expert, advanced firing training first, before manual secondaries, then manual secondaries, and last preventative maintenance, sorry. Now, you might argue that adrenaline rush might be better, but I don't know, I kind of really like expert marksman, so I'm kind of torn on that one. Upgrades wise, I use the legendary upgrade. I'm not really sure if this is a good one, mostly because it reduces range. Then I use concealment upgrade, then damage control, then the secondary range, then the hydro upgrade. If you don't have this, then use damage control. And last, the auxiliary, you don't want your secondaries to survive. The reason I'm using a spotting aircraft is because you only have 19km range with the legendary. If I didn't have the legendary, I had the normal one, I would probably use the fighter plane. Oh look, there he is, standing next to the turret menacingly. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would like to thank the patrons on Patreon. Thank you very much for your continued support, and I hope I'll see you guys next time.